Temple of Beit El Wali, Ramses II Temple in Old Nubia. Beit El Wali in Lower Nubia is one of the oldest temples built by Ramses II as a form of control over the region of Nuba. Like the rest of the temples of Ramses II, was carved directly into the rock, except that it was not in its original place, so it was saved from the waters of Lake Nasser, and is now south of the Temple of Kalabsha. The Temple of Beit El Wali is one of the remarkable yet less visited temples of ancient Egypt. It is located about 55 kilometers south of Aswan in the lands of Nubia. It was relocated after the construction of the Aswan High Dam in the 1960s. The fascinating Temple of Abu Simbel and the Temple of Philae was also relocated along with the Temple of Beit El Wali to another place that is higher than its original location to avoid damage from the water of the Nile. The temple was dedicated to the worship of the god Amun and the god Kanu. The construction and the history of the Temple of Beit El Wali. Carved into the rock, the Temple of Beit El Wali was constructed by Ramses II in Nubia as proof of his strong control over the area. Many of the carvings and decorations of the temple are still preserved, however, some of them lost their magnificent colors. Beit El Wali was built by cutting inside the sand rocks of the mountains of Nubia. It follows that style of construction as other examples include the magnificent huge Temple of Abu Simbel, which was also relocated after the building of the High Dam. The original location of the Temple of Beit El Wali was rather strange as it was constructed in an isolated spot far from any modern or ancient towns. This was why many historians believe that the Temple of Beit El Wali was constructed by Ramses II to show off his power and control in Nubia, rather than building a religious structure for the inhabitants of the area to practice their rituals. A small number of priests were assigned by Ramses II to manage the temple, and rituals were never carried out on regular basis. The structure of the Temple of Beit El Wali was modified at the beginning of the Christian period, and many of its colors and reliefs are still in a good shape. Maybe this is why the temple was named Beit El Wali, or the Temple of the Pious Leader, as it served as a house for monks and Christian leaders for a long period of time when the Copts of Egypt escaped the brutality of the Romans and fled to southern Egypt.